Hey, what's up? Yen here, and I'm back with another review video. And today I'd like to talk about this. This is the collaboration between Gizaudio, TIMBRE, and Binary Acoustics, and it's called the Chopin. Now, I've already unboxed this, so if you haven't watched my unboxing video, I'll leave a link somewhere up here so you guys can go check it out. But in this video, I'm just going to focus on my review of this Chopin. Now, a quick recap before I begin my review. This IEM comes with 1 dynamic driver and 3 balance armatures, and it's now on pre-order, and the retail price for this is $199 US, and it's available on Hi-Fi Go's website. So if you guys are interested, do check out the unaffiliated link in the description below. And from what I've read, it's only 200 units available, so if I were you, I'll act fast. Alright, so that's my quick recap. Now let's first begin with the accessories, and the accessories I like is this cable here. So this cable is nice, it's elegant, it's upgraded cable, it's thick, and overall a very easy to use and easy to manage cable. I have no problems with this cable, so yeah, it's got my approval on it. And next is this case here. It's a very unique case, right? And it's a hard shell case, and it's got a very unique clip here. It opens up very easily. You can put your IEMs in there, close it, clip it, and then throw it in your bag, and can rest assured that your jewels, your IEMs, are safe. Right, so very nice case. Now let's talk about the fit and comfort for these IEMs. Right off the bat, I would say this nozzle here is a little bit too long for my ears. Right, I've let my friends try this, and they say no, there's no problem with this nozzle. So I conclude that it's my ears that are a little bit too shallow. Luckily, it's not my brains, but yeah, my ears are a little bit too shallow for these long nozzles. Anyway, it's still comfortable to use because it's rounded, the corners are rounded, and it doesn't press against the back of my ear or anything like that. I can wear this the whole day, well, no pain and no gain. But anyway, yeah, it's very comfortable to wear. Okay, so I like the fit of this and the comfort for this. Now in terms of the drivability for this IEM, these are not the easiest to drive and also not the hardest to drive, and I've been listening to this at about 60% volume. I used it with my iPhone, my iPad, my Android phone, my dongles and my dabs all on my desk here, and yeah, 60% volume. Okay, it's all right. It's not very difficult to drive. It's not also very easy to drive, somewhere in between. Okay, now let's talk about the gear matching, and I would say gears that are warm sounding, they're casual, they're fun. They match this very well. Like for example, the Sonys, they sound great on this. The iPods, they sound great on this. In fact, you can match it with quite a bit of sauce, because this is quite a balanced tuning IEM. So yeah, it's pretty okay. You can use it with any sauce. Now let's talk about tone and timbre. So as I mentioned, this is a balanced tuned IEM, and overall the note weight is quite balanced. It's not the overall tonal balance of this is very pleasing. It's natural sounding. Note weight is not too heavy, and it's not too light as well. Overall, I can't fault the naturalism of the timbre of this IEM. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Right, now let's talk about the technical performance for this, and I would say this is a very good performer for 200 bucks. Right, they are really good in terms of the technical performance aspects. They're clean, they're clear, and overall resolution of this is fantastic. Soundstage though is a little bit intimate. Soundstage is it's got good height. The layers is there. It's just a little bit intimate, especially when I was listening to my male vocals and female vocals as well. But the overall separation and the placements of the instruments are very clear. So for example, the male vocals is in front of the stage, and then you have your percussions at the back, and your guitars on this side, your pianos, your trumpets on this side. So I can imagine with my eyes closed and hear the soundstage right in front of me. It's quite natural sounding in terms of overall airiness of it. It's okay as well. It's not too airy, and it's not too wide as well. Now that's for the soundstage and the sound separation as well. Now in terms of the detail retrieval, they are fantastic as well. I can pick up a lot of nuances of details, like the the pluck of the guitars and all that very clearly on this IEM. and the resolution of this is fantastic. It's a very resolving IEM, and the drivers, they're very coherent, and they produced the sound to me as if I was right there at the concert, or where the the artist is performing, right? So very good performing IEM in terms of technical performance. Okay, now let's talk about the sound signature, and I'll post the graph somewhere up here. And if you look at the graph, it's some sort of a U-shaped, right? It's some sort of a U-shaped tuned IEM. Is balanced sounding, and the mid bass is a little bit tucked. So if you look at that part there, it's a little bit, that slope comes down, it makes that mid bass a little bit recessed, and the treble is also dark, right? So the treble, if you look at the gain to the treble, it plateaus out just a little bit, and then it trails off. So overall, a very mild U-shaped. Now the sub bass is rumbly. The rumble is nicely textured. It's quite balanced. It's not overly loaded as well. It's not overly heavy, and it's not too light as well. And the texture is there. It's engaging. It's a little bit rolled off, but other than that, very good rumble. Not really earth shaking, but very good rumble. The mid bass is either you like it or you don't like it. Kind of mid bass is tucked, as I mentioned, so the impact and the punch is there, right? It's just that it's not a present type of punch and present type of impact. And in fact, it's very similar to the Red, right? So this is the Truth Ear Red, Project Red by Critical. And both of this tuning will give you a very pleasant and very smooth type of mid bass. So for those of you who don't want your mid bass to impede into the clarity of your mids, then this is a very good tuning for that. Okay, so mid bass is there, right? It's there, it's present. It's just that it's recessed. Now for your mids is actually recessed as well, but because your mid bass is not as impactful, it's not as powerful, your ears have space to hear out, right, the instruments. Your pianos, your trumpets, your violins, they sound cleaner to you, they sound clearer to you, and you can hear more of the nuances of your mids. Okay, so mids, they sound really good, very clear, and together with the performance of this IEM, the resolution of that instrument is very clear. Vocals, male vocals, they've got that grunt there, that weightiness there. Male vocals, they sound really nice on this IEM, not too impeding, and they sound natural to me. Okay, they sound quite natural. Now it's female vocals. Female vocals, to me, right, I like female vocals which are energetic, spicy, and bright. It's got that shimmer at the top, and that's what I like. Okay, for this tuning, in fact, also on the Red, the female vocals, they don't have that. In fact, maybe on the Red it sounds a little bit more brighter, more energetic, but on this, I find that female vocals a little bit laid back, right? They are laid back, they are smooth, they sound really smooth, and they are definitely they're not shouty, and they're not sibilant at all, and they are very nice to listen to, very smooth. Okay, so it depends on which camp you're on, and if you like female vocals to put you to bed, then this is a very safe IEM to go for. But if you want that spiciness, you want that engagement, you want to be on your toes when you're listening to your female vocals, then this is not the IEM to go for. Okay, now treble is the gain to the treble is very smooth. It's not a very energetic gain, it's not a very bitey gain as well. You won't get that bite when you transit from your mids to your treble. Cymbal strikes, they sound a little bit dampened, I would say. Yeah, they sound a little bit dampened. Your hi-hats as well, the bell of the hi-hat as well, the shimmer, because when I listen to the hi-hats, the bells and all that, I listen out for that shimmer, that zing, Unfortunately, I couldn't get it, and it's actually a good thing, you know, for those of you who are sensitive to treble. So this treble is a dark treble. It's very textured as well. So this overall darkness makes the treble a very smooth treble, and it's definitely a very tolerable treble. So again, if you're sensitive to treble, this is actually a very good tuning, and it makes everything, you know, tolerable, okay, when you're listening to your tracks. The airiness of it and the roll-off of the treble is also a little bit premature for me. It's not very natural, especially when I listen to my hi-hats and my cymbal crashes and all that. They sound a little bit unnatural to me, but other than that, they're just fine. The treble is a very safe treble, okay? Right, so that's my overall analysis of the sound signature of this Chopin, and I would say this is actually quite suitable for classical. You know, classical sounds pretty good on this. Male vocals sounds really good on this. Heavy metal, rock songs, they sound a little bit, yeah, lackluster because of the mid bass. You won't get that impact as much as other IEMs, whereby the mid bass is not tucked. But other than that, you know, it sounds really good for vocals, for instrumental, for classical, solos, yeah, and concerts as well. They sound really good on concerts. Yeah, so that's the overall, you know, the genre that is suitable for this IEM. And now my overall rating for this is 3 stars out of 5 stars. And I would have given it 3.5 stars if it's not for the price, because I think what I feel is that in terms of price to performance, it's not a really, you know, a value, right? It needs to add value in terms of the price. So for $200, I find that it does perform to its price point, but it doesn't give much value at $200, okay? So that's my review of this Chopin. Now let's compare it with the red. Now the red would sound a little bit brighter than the Chopin. The Chopin sounds more resolute, definitely more resolute. It picks up a lot of nuances, and also is clearer sound as compared to the red. And also, well, the sound stage is a little bit wider on the red, okay? But overall performance wise, I would say the Chopin is definitely a cleaner and a more resolute and more resolving IEM as compared to the red. Okay, in terms of treble, the red is a little bit brighter. Both of this have a pretty similar sound signature. I'll post the graph somewhere up here. Both of them are quite similar in terms of sound signature, and it's just that the treble, the red sounds brighter, it's a bit more bitey, it's a bit more energetic, it's got a bit more shimmer in the top. And I would say, yeah, the red is a bit more for those who are tolerable to treble. For those of you who want a smoother sound, then the Chopin is the one to go for, okay? Right, so that's my comparison between the Truvia Red and the Chopin, and also that concludes my overall review of this Gizaudio collaboration with Binary Acoustics Chopin. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So that's it for now. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.